So the Polyphonic Playground first started as a collaboration between ourselves and one of the world's best beatboxers, Reaps One. We sort of figured out that it was incredible what he was doing, just using his body to make music. And we wanted to try and create that same experience for any member of the public to be able to create music just using their own bodies.
Our collaborative project is called MSHR, or Mesher. We've been doing things like this for about 10 years. Immersive, large-scale installations with electronics embedded in sculptures.
Yeah, our practice, I guess, involves a lot of synthesizer design, sculpture, generative and interactive installation.
I have over time focused on the human voice as the focus of my work, and using a modular synthesizer to couple with the human voice made quite a lot of sense to me. I don't consider myself, nor have I ever used the term musician to describe what I do. Everyone does other things. I do works on paper, I do video work, I make sound, so I'm just a person that makes things.
So we have been collaborating for the past 3 years, working on sound installations, interactive experiences with music and sound.
Format number 3 is an interactive sound experience. It's a site-specific spatial piece made for the staircase of Mad Museum, and we've been working with creating iPhone apps before. We've spread out the concept and also created touch reactive sculptures that expands the experience.
Most people view sound or music as something to engage with passively, but I think that the way you experience sound or music is in fact a very active thing.
I think one of the main hopes for me is that people who do interact with this have that sort of nostalgic reminiscence of playing as a child and can actually experience that sense of excitement and wonder again.
It's joyful to create an experience for visitors that can be sort of ecstatic or outside the norm.
One thing that I want people to take away from the show is the fact that there is no wrong way to engage with things in a creative manner. If you naturally engage with an object and utilize your own intuition, you will discover things merely by existing in the moment. That is ultimately the most important thing.
I think in general people are very curious and open to play and interact. I think of course it's different from person to person how you interact and how you experience our pieces, but I think there's also more levels and more ways to understand and interact.
We invite people into that space where you create the music or you experience it from your own point of view and in your own time.
Originally, the project started as a collaboration with Reaps One, but we've been really lucky to be able to work with some amazing musicians and dancers and choreographers over the past couple of years as we've been developing the playground. And for me, it was really exciting to see how those dancers would use the playground as a 3D landscape to actually perform on. And also create the music as they're performing rather than just dancing to a piece of pre-recorded music. For me, it's fantastic to be working here at MAD and to have the playground back in the USA where it all started. The first time we ever showed this was in Miami, and since that we've shown it in Milan, in France, in London, but I think for me New York is definitely the sort of the pinnacle of the places that we've shown so far.
New York offers opportunity that you can't find in other places, being the fact that it is really a cultural hub. And the other thing I find that's really nice about New York is the fact that you can be completely visible yet anonymous at the same time. It's an interesting juxtaposition.